Let's just fix some beats. The first submission comes from Sunny Sasso with the saucy name. Sunny says, I only got stock plugins right now. What VST do you think I should buy? I'm looking to make all kinds of beats. If you're looking to make all kinds of things in the trap category, I think Scorch is a great low-priced VST for you to get. Kontakt is one of my favorite for anything acoustic. My go-to synths would be Electra X and Serum. That's all I use. Like, I don't really use much else. All right, let's give this beat a listen. Okay, I see what's up. Let's address it. Let's look at your chords. What are you doing here? You got A major. Oof. Personally, I'm a hater of all major scales, even though they are pretty much the exact same as minor scales. Honestly, like, this might sound better in a minor scale. It sounds a little happy, a little upbeat. We don't want that. So maybe we just go back to minor. Okay, and then you have chords over here, and we just need to put this in key. What is this? Okay, so here's some chords, not a mono lead. Okay, this doesn't really feel like it's going anywhere just because it's a 1-3-1-3 progression, but I don't really want to mess around with it too much. What is this? It's kind of weird. I mean, like, is this all? Yeah, this is all there. A little high pitch, What is this? Because this is the goofy sound, isn't it? So the melody all together, it sounds like this. Let's look at what's fine and let's look at what's not. That's okay. It's like a weird high pitch thing to this. The reverb's fine. I would cut some of the high end. I mean, you're doing some solid mix stuff here. You just gotta cut some of that high end because it's a little painful on the ears. I'd cut a bit of this low end because it feels a little chunky down there. Also, we could add a whole lot more bounce with this because you have like a good idea here, but it's just not bouncy. Just chopping it up a little bit will give it a little bit more bounce. We don't really need to get too crazy, too carried away. Now, this is kind of what I don't like. Like, this melody is suspect. Let's bring that down an octave. That's actually kind of workable. I also really don't like this portion. Okay, we just turned feedback to 0. Yeah, we can kind of work with something like this, like a very rough idea, but it's in the correct direction, hopefully. Throw your reverb back on here. Let's also put a chorus on it. All right, so we're gonna copy this pattern into this one, because you have this just in a higher octave. It's also a little bit on the loud side, so I'm going to turn it down pretty substantially. And then I'm going to pan one to one side and one to the other side, just to give it a little bit more depth and clean up some room in the mix. Alright, let's go to the drums. You know what? Like, you kind of got a good idea with the hi-hats. They're pretty simple, but it's like a good simple. I just don't like this switch you're doing where you're going up to the higher notes. It just kind of sounds a little jarring. And it only sounds jarring just because it feels like there's no purpose to it. That's a fine pattern. Solid sample too, honestly. Clap is fine too. Honestly, this is not bad, not bad. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, Let's give you a different 808. I'm not really feeling this one. I don't think it's too nice. Doesn't really feel like there's a point to reverse the polarity on the 808. I would typically reserve that for the kick. Some people say you can get phase rotation issues, but you can do that in many ways. It's like a weird bounce happening with the 808. It just kind of feels disjointed to not have anything here. Now the melody is kind of loud together. It's not, the melody's actually fine. Is there like low end? Let's just dump this into a melody bus. We need some EQ on this because I feel like there's something going on. That slightest amount of low end that's clashing. Hi-hat's a little bit loud. When you're leveling your sounds out, think about it like you want your 808 on top, you want your clap or snare, whatever you've got hitting on the 3 to be kind of next in line. If you have a kick, it would be somewhere in between there or above there. And pretty much everything else should be a little bit more behind, like the hi-hat should be behind. The open hat should be the quietest. Accent, snare, or perk, that should be a little bit around where the hi-hat is, maybe a little bit lower. All right, what is this? Got a rim? Yo, what happened to the waveform? Why is it so crooked? Okay, you got like a phaser open hat. Whoa, the open hat's a bit long. You like to envelope your drums. I would shorten it. I'm really not a fan of this open hat. Okay, we can make it work. I just didn't like that little tail it kind of had going on. I'm also going to pitch it down a tiny bit. Feels like it sounds better at that frequency. And then you got a kick. Whoa, the kick is kind of doing something kind of weird. Yeah, that's not it. That is not the right idea. I also don't really love the kick. It's okay. It's all right. Now we're running into a little bit of issue where the kick and 808 are clashing. This is when you'd want to press reverse polarity. Although the kick sample just doesn't work in my opinion. So we're going to go to the greatest kicks the world has ever seen from the Crisis bundle, which by the way, you can get that. There's a link for that down in the description. Ooh. Okay, what kind of kick do we want? Something simple. I feel like this should be pitched up a tiny bit. Okay, so the way we've done the kick is we've added some notes that are just not playing when the 808 is playing, just to add some bounce. But the majority of these are playing when the 808 is playing, just to add a little bit more punch. Now, I don't love the mix on the kick. It could just be a tiny bit louder. And because of that, now it cuts through the mix a lot better. This next submission comes from X Ashfault. I think I said that right. X Ashfault says, "This is my second even beat. I bet you can make it sound even better." That is a great sentence. Let's give it a listen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a vibe on our hands and we just need to clean up some of the mix, it sounds like. The chords. Let me just play these real quick because these are gorgeous chords. I like what you did here. Ooh. Nice. Solid chord progression. It's good. What is this? It's FL Keys. God damn, my boy. Wow. You had all this other stuff, but you didn't put it in? Why didn't you use this? This is good. Yeah, use this. What? Let's just replace these. We don't need these now because we got the upgraded version, the better version. Ooh, okay. I wish I had this. Scarby Mark 1 I don't have. I'll just give you something from here. All right, so let's hear this. Yeah. Oh, this is when it came in. Now this is kind of a sin. You got an 808 and a synth bass playing at the same time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we're gonna have to deconstruct a little bit. This is also way too loud. All right, let's, an okay-ish 808. You are just way too high up here. Calm down, we don't need to go there. Whoa, what is happening now? What, bro? Okay, I get your chord might be A. The lowest notes, though, are kind of what you'd want to follow usually. And the reason you want to follow them is because they'll have some low-end frequency going on with the melody, and you kind of want that to line up with the bass. We're going to change your 808. So kicks, drums, all good. They're fine. Good sounds. I even like this switch up. Would an 808 be the best choice here? Maybe. I don't think so personally. This kind of sounds wonky. I think it's just clashing with the kick, which there's a lot of them. So what if we just do this like a really dumb way where we just reverse this polarity? No. Also, this could kind of get saucy if you do something like this. Why is there so much impact? Ah, it's coming from here, isn't it? Just make this a little bit less velocitized. That's not a word, but it's gonna be one now. So the 808 is in track 6, and you were side chaining something to it. But what is this hi-hat thing? It's a little loud. Is this what I'm hearing? Nah. Oh, you just added in white noise. Okay. Okay, it's these. Those are in track 4.